in this video, I'm going to show you how to find divergence. So divergence of a vector field is defined as the dot product of so-called del operator with the vector field. So what do we mean by the dot product of del operator? What does that mean? So imagine some imaginary vector that is not really a vector, but it just contains the partial derivative signs, like partial with respect to x, partial with respect to y, partial with respect to z. So instead of multiplying, we're actually going to be applying those partials to the components of vector f. So vector f has components p, q, and r, and we are just going to quote unquote multiply, but really just apply the partials. So it'll become partial derivative of the first component with respect to x. Remember the dot product plus, right? It's not a vector, it's a number, so there's not going to be any commas or vectors, nothing. The next one will be the second component with respect to y. And finally, it's going to be the last component with respect to z. So just remember that divergence takes a vector field and outputs a scalar field. Okay, so let's do that in this specific case. Okay, so we're going to take the first component and take the derivative of that with respect to x, plus take the second component and find the derivative of that with respect to y, plus the last component, we're taking the derivative with respect to z, and we're just adding up the results. No ijk's, no commas, no vectors. Okay, the first one, when we take the derivative with respect to x, think of 7 and y as just some numbers. So it's like 7yx. So derivative of number x is just a number. So this is just going to become 7y. Plus, now here we have a difference, right? So we're going to take this guy first. What's the derivative with respect to y? Well, it's a number, so it's 0. Oops. Okay, 0 minus. Now z to the power 6y. So think of z to the power 6 is just a number, right? Because it's just a constant. And so derivative of constant y is just that constant. So that's just going to be z to the power 6. Okay, what about this other one, the last one? Well, it doesn't have any z's in there, so that's just going to be 0. Okay, so in conclusion, we're going to get 7y minus z to the power 6 for the divergence.